we've talked about shadow people before on the show, but the Hat Man is unique in that he is not really a shadow person. Well, he is a shadow person, but he's more like an alpha shadow person, I guess. But in any case, the Hat Man is a terrifying legend that has grown in infamy since the shadow person phenomenon became a part of the pop culture paranormal consciousness around the turn of the century. Though tales surrounding it goes back generations or even millennia if you really want to dig into it, there's basically been accounts of encounters with this mysterious entity from all over the world and throughout human history. According to some, the Hat Man is a demon. Others, especially New Age believers maybe, they claim it to be an interdimensional being which feeds off negative energy, especially the feeling of fear, which, as you probably know, can permeate humans pretty strongly and consistently. It's attracted to hostile environments like places saturated with conflict, violence, or just depression or sadness. Dysfunctional families or places of abuse attract the entity, and some who claim to have encountered it say it's been with them since childhood. There have been different descriptions of the Hat Man, but they all share similarities. It usually appears as a silhouette of a man that's blacker than the blackest black, darker than night itself, like a void absent of light. It seems to be wearing some sort of trench coat and always wears a hat, which is usually described as a fedora or a wide-brimmed hat. And in most encounters, the Hat Man is said to have red glowing eyes. But it's also been described to appear in a more humanoid form, sporting a black beard and wearing a black suit with a long overcoat or a cloak, and of course with all attire being the darkest black. Yet no matter how it manifests, it's always wearing some sort of hat. When the Hat Man is around, there is always a tangible feeling of hopelessness and oppressive energy that fills the atmosphere of the area. While normal shadow people usually vanish after being looked at, the Hat Man does no such thing. In fact, there's even encounters where the entity has an entourage of shadow people surrounding him as if they're his minions or something. Also, the Hat Man seems to be more of a physical threat, who can touch, attack, or even choke its victims. There's also those who say he can manipulate people's minds, causing them mental torment, which can even lead to insanity. Encounters with the Hat Man mostly occur when the victim is in some sort of altered state, like the hypnagogic state between falling asleep and waking up, with terrifying visitations also occurring during sleep paralysis, where the person is aware of everything going on around them, but unable to move a muscle despite the horror. And allegedly also those who have more of a psychic awakening or awareness also encounter the Hat Man. Children especially are susceptible to having encounters with him. The entity is either attracted to or causes misfortune, violence, mental health issues, and even death. Whether the Hat Man is the source of bad luck or an ill omen of things to come isn't known. However, what is known is the malevolent nature of the entity that it exhibits to all who encounter it. Some even claim that soul stealing is its demonic intention if the victim's sanity can be shattered enough. And the odd thing about documented encounters with the entity is that there are so many different situations that have inspired a visitation, including things that you would never think of linking it to, such as alien abductions. There have been abductees who, when they're in the alien spacecraft, claim to have seen the Hat Man. Others have even said that the entity has visited them after messing with a Ouija board, but it doesn't require the paranormal to attract the Hat Man. It also just visits people who are in a state of chaos in their lives, such as those losing jobs, friends, loved ones, or even lovers. And even stranger still, the Hat Man can attach itself to bloodlines, with some families reporting the entity visiting their kin for generations, similar to the Irish Banshee, in fact. Wherever the Hat Man manifests, it causes paranoia, anxiety, and it always emanates malevolence. But like most legends, the Hat Man remains enigmatic and a source of much debate. And thanks to the internet, it doesn't look like tales about him will die out anytime soon.